Hello, hello. Karen Wolf here in the art studio this evening. I'm a painter and I teach you how to paint and become a better painter. And I do that online. I touched that and it started jiggling, so I figured I better stop. Oh, gee. Hope you guys are doing good this evening. I just want to jump on here and just paint something with you for a little bit. Gosh, I look like I don't know what. I'm a mess. Oh, I'm a mess. Move that back a little bit. Y'all right in my face. Yeah, so I thought I'd just come on here real quick and talk to you some, paint on, see how you guys are doing. Y'all having a good day? A rainy day here, wasn't it? My word. We have had some rain lately. Crazy, crazy. All right. I have no idea what I'm going to paint. I've stood down here for what seems like an hour or two trying to figure out what to paint with you guys. And I was drawing a blank. So y'all say hey when you jump on here so I can see who's on. I'm trying to pull you up on my iPad so I can see. For whatever reason, when I have my phone horizontally like that, I cannot see who's on my lives. So I have to look at it on my iPad. So for as long as it holds out. Hey Violet. Hello, hello. Hey Joanne. For as long as it holds out, it was doing some weird things this evening. I was typing in, every time I would touch a letter, it would make two of them. So you can imagine when you're doing a search for something or trying to type in something, how annoying that is to get double. It was putting in double letters. It was frustrating. So, I hope you guys are doing great. What I have decided on, oh, I've got a mess here, is an American flag with palette knife. I have no idea what I'm going to do. It's not going to be a traditional flag. I'm going to try and put a little bit of a twist on it. I thought about doing maybe palette knife or like watercolor-ish. Taking acrylics and adding more water to them and doing more like that. But I wasn't sure. So I went with palette knife. So they both sound pretty cool to me though, don't they? Y'all like to try different things every now and then. But I'm just going to put a bit of a twist on it and see what I can come up with here. I'm doing this impromptu on this page. I was supposed to go live last night. I know I normally go live on Mondays and Thursdays, and I think I did go live on Monday. Good golly, I don't know, it's been a whirlwind of a week for me. I don't know about you all. But yesterday I just wasn't feeling well and could not bring myself to even get up off the couch and come down here. Well, actually, I had to get up off the couch. I was sick most of the day. And then yesterday evening, I had to go grab Charlie and bring her up here. And thank goodness Joe helped me watch her because I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. I was sick. Didn't feel good. So, I go to the doctor, and he says it may be my gallbladder. So, we'll see. I'm just checking off a list. Do y'all do that? Just checking off a stupid list. So, y'all say hey when you jump on here so I can see who's on. I'm just putting some color on here. I'm just putting some white, some blue, and red, purple, and burnt sienna is what I have so far. Just trying to see what I can come up with. I just kind of want it to be a little bit, I hit the wrong button. I just want it to be a little bit different, and we'll see how that goes. I think I might make the background, I'm gonna just kind of, I don't know, I was thinking about making the whole thing, I don't know, it may be ugly. I was thinking about making the whole thing the flag, but I'm thinking, not sure what I'm thinking. I just want it to be kind of And I might use gray instead of sienna. I don't know. Who knows? I get these weird ideas in my head. Anyways, this is the girl, the lady over here. Have you all been following me? I know Violet has. Hello, Amy. Hello, hello. Violet had been following me along. I know. And Amy probably. I'm not sure about you, Joanne. And it looks like there's 5 people in here, but I can't see who the other ones are. This is my one of my newest paintings. This will be one of the new paintings of the month on our available for the 2 memberships that I have, the Pick Your Painting Club and the All Access membership. And it will also be available for on the painting tutorials that are available to purchase on my website. So that's coming up. I will have those here in, I guess I better move y'all closer. I forgot. I can't remember everything. I cannot remember everything. You guys just have to like say, hey lady, move it a little closer, why don't you? Okay, so we'll see. Can you all see that? Yeah, there you go. But like I said, I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just, kind of know what I'm doing. I'm just making this up as I go. Just bear with me. Just bear with me. I come up with some crazies, don't I? But anyhow, I forget what I was saying. I don't remember what I was saying. I don't. Oh, I know I was talking about this painting. I am adding it to the painting tutorials that are on my website at artbykarenwolf.com. It will also be available to my Pick Your Painting Club members and the All Access members. So if you're not an All Access member, that will be opening in September. If you want to jump on the wait list, you can jump on the wait list and be notified when that opens. And then the Pick Your Painting Club is a monthly thing. It's open all the time. And my tutorials are on my website and available to purchase at all times. You get a video, painting video, and tracer and a supplies list with those. So if anybody's interested in any of that, put it in the link and I will pop in or put it in the comments and I'll pop in a link for you. So you can jump in where you'd like. And all I've done so far is I've made a light blue color. I took ultramarine blue and white. And it did have a little bit of sienna in it. And then now I'm just coming over here and just painting on this edge, just cleaning up this right here so it has a painted edge. But I was real excited about that one. I had asked you all for your input for it, and I got a lot of input, and that was great. I love that. Love, love, love that. So we've got red and white that goes on out here, but when you paint anything white, you go in with a gray first. So I'm just doing some blue and sienna and white for my gray, but I'm making it more blue than brown. I'm just mixing it on my palette here. So, Amy, did you find you a window for your flower, or not flower, your easel and flowers? That was the cutest thing. Someone else had sent that to me also, and I've got a window, so I'm going to have to take a look at it again. And he saw a easel made out of branches, and you guys have probably seen it. It's probably going rampant on social media because it's so cool. But it had some branches and flowers. It was like a painting easel. Somehow it had a window, was for a frame or something like that. I can't recall exactly, but it was really cool. Not yet, hoping to do it soon. Yeah, me too. Before summer's over with, anyways. At the rate I'm going with things, oh my gosh. So I'm just taking, like I said, I'm just taking some blues, and that's my gray for my white. That's my gray for my white. I'm out of it. And like I said, this is just just an experiment. And this is not a, see, it goes red, white. This is not a flag that is going to be pristine and beautiful. This is not. So if you like that sort of thing, I apologize in advance. This is going to be more of, I don't know if you call it abstract or what. That's something. I'm trying to remember. I looked up a flag before I got on here so I could know where the white and the red is. So anyhow, pretty fun. Pretty fun. Painting with palette knife is just a lot of it's like, I don't know, finger painting or something. It's just fun to me. I just experiment with it and have a great time. I just do. And I keep running out of paint because it takes a lot of paint. It takes a lot. All right. I think I'm going to take a little bit of that sienna too and go down here on the bottom and just duplicate what I have there down on the bottom. I'm using acrylic. I'm painting in acrylic. If y'all have any questions, jump in. I'll be glad to answer them for you. I'm painting in acrylic with a palette knife with blue, ultramarine blue, Cad Red Deep, I believe. These are Liquitex Basics paints. This is the brand, is Liquitex Basics. And just using a palette knife, and I'm experimenting, having fun. I needed to do something fun. Oh my gosh. Do y'all ever do that? You just have such a, when you get in a week, you just have a busy, stressful week, or hard day at work, or you're just, I don't know, you just need some me time. Do something relaxing. Y'all do that? I definitely do. What do you all like to do for your me time? Tell me you like to paint. I like to go for walks. Y'all like to go for walks? Like to paint? I like to go for walks. Some people like to cook. My husband likes to cook. I personally think cooking is not fun. I don't like it. I don't mind baking. Do y'all like to cook? I don't mind baking. Oh, I don't mind it at all. But Well, let me take that back. Desserts. When I say bake, I mean desserts. Because you can cook, you can bake food. Food. Like desserts, not a food. You can bake like lasagna and all that stuff. I don't like to do that. There's some more people jumping on. Sheila, Mary Ann, Myra, hello, hello. Violet likes flowers in the summer, painting in the winter. And she likes to bake cookies. And she's really good at all of those things. So we got red, white, red, white, red, white, red, white. Yeah. And Myra is good at baking desserts. And she's probably a really good cook too. I do know. She makes really good desserts for sure. If you've ever had her famous carrot cake, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's pretty delish. Okay, red, white, red, white. Is that right? No. Red, white, red. Oh, I've done already messed up. I gotta look. My flag picture. Oh, I didn't save it. Brr. I thought I went red, white, red, white, red, white. Maybe it goes red, white, red, white, red. Doesn't really matter. I'm not going to worry too much about it. Because this isn't going to be exactly like the flag anyways. I think it goes red, white, red. Okay. Because I wanted it to look a little bit tattered around the edges. I put the sienna around the edge here and down here at the bottom. Just trying to make it look a little bit old looking. Y'all like that? Y'all like things to look old and kind of worn out? And I'm just taking a little bit more blue. But if y'all like painting with me, y'all should definitely jump on one of the memberships. Oh my gosh. You get a more detailed approach of what I do here. This is just a skim of the top. This is just a sampling. Sampling. Okay. So now I think I'm going to dry this really good with the hair dryer. Maybe not really good. I'm going to dry it with the hair dryer some. If I dry it completely, we'll be here half the night. It kind of looks like the beach. My hair dryer is evidently about ready to kick the bucket. It smells like it's on fire. I've gone through several. I have definitely done that. So, all right. Now I'm going to just go in up here to the sky, or to the blue. I might make that a little bit more blue. I'll add some stars and kind of look them stars. See if I can do that with my palette knife. And they're not going to be perfect stars. They're not going to be exactly the number of stars. So don't be thinking that. Can't do that with a palette knife. Somebody might be able to. Not me. But sometimes with painting, you don't have to be all about being exact. Sometimes you just, oh, you're welcome, Myra. You're welcome. It's the truth. It is the truth. Oh, thank you, Violet. The membership is amazing, she said. I agree with you 100%. Of course, I'm a little biased. But sometimes you just have to paint. It's always fun. But sometimes you just have to just paint things that aren't exact. And just have, you know, just carefree. Just go with whatever. This is Memorial Day weekend, so I thought I'd do something patriotic. Like I said, I stood down here forever, trying to come up with an idea. I did that actually one other night. I come down here and stood here forever. I do that anymore. If you guys give me ideas of what to paint when I come on here, that would be so helpful. It's like writer's block or something. I have issues with that. And this will be hard on those of you that are like matchy, like things to be exact. This is something that will be hard for you to do because it's not perfect at all. As a matter of fact, did you see there what I did? You don't have to paint every little thing. Anyways, but in this sort of painting, I mean, this is just a palette knife painting that's kind of abstract anyways. And I'm just doing it just for fun with y'all. Okay, so this is what we've got so far. Is this really like cool or what? Look at that. Is that not neat? I mean, just dragging that brush across there, just carefree, just having fun with it, just enjoying the process. Just enjoy that. That's what I say. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Heather. Welcome. Hello, Heather. Hope your mom's doing well. I've been praying for you. Oh, just got paint everywhere. That a little bit more dry because as soon as I add red, it's going to turn pink. But that's okay. I'm not concerned about it. But I've been praying for the both of you. Heather, good to see you on here. Maybe your mama's watching too or listening to my big mouth. All right. Now we're going to go with some red. I'll put a little bit, find me a clean spot on my plate. I may have to get me another plate. I'm going to move some of this color out of my way. I did finish or didn't finish it. Got the beach for the workshop. Got it headed in the right direction. Love doing stuff like that. There's my sienna. I was looking for my sienna. So here I'm going to do a smidge of sienna, some red, and a little bit of purple, I think. Just getting this. It's going to be a little bit pink because of the white. It's going to be probably pink because I've got white on here that's just not quite dry yet. And keep in mind, I do not want this to be perfect, which as you can see, it is not. I want some of the background to show through, which it is. Okay? And in my mind, this is going to look good. Hey, Brenda. Hello, my friend. Hello, hello. In my mind, I'm going to turn this thing. It's going to look really great. And we'll see. So I'm out of paint, so I'm going to mix some more red, a little bit of sienna, red, a little bit of sienna, and I did put this little snippet of purple in there. Purple's a really strong color, you guys. So with purple, be real careful with purple when you add it in, because a little dab will do you on it. It can take over a painting really quickly. It's an odd color because when you want the purple to show up, you have to add white to it to get it, you know, the opacity there, get it to be opaque enough for the next layer to show up. But then whenever you add it to a color, I mean, it's just like, oh my gosh, I've added too much purple. And if, you know, that can happen really quickly. So be cautious with the purple. And I know this is not the right number of stripes because I think there's 4 up here of red. So when you do yours, you can do the right number of stripes if you want. Oh man, I am rock and rolling a headache this evening. Shoo! That thing needs to go away for real. And like I said, I know I don't normally go live on Fridays, but hey, sometimes you just do what you can do, right? Do what you can do. Hey, Patsy. Hello, hello. Seeing a lot of my regulars on here this evening. Hey, everybody. Hey, hey. I think that ended up with red there, I think. I don't know. I'm getting over it. I'm just going to paint. I'm getting over the red and white being in the correct place. I'm getting over it. I may have to go to therapy after this. I'm getting over it. Certain things like that do kind of, like, get to me a little bit. But that's okay. I'm not going to worry about it. We're just learning how to paint a flag with a palette knife. We're not learning which, you know, number of stripes and stars and all that fits in the right place. We're just getting some technique going right here. And then if you decide that you want to paint this on your own, then you can do that. That's what I'm talking about. And every time I run out of paint, I'm just going back in and getting more on my palette knife. Okay, so see how I'm letting the background colors show through. I'm not going over it completely. I'm letting the colors in the background come through because I want it to look that way. I'm doing that on purpose. Okay. I'm just dragging that palette knife across the top and letting the colors underneath show through. So y'all liking this so far? Oh my word, my head. You're either going to love it or you're going to hate it. There's some people just like paintings to be exact and perfect, and there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing in the world wrong with that. And others just, you know, let the cards fall where they may. You can be, that's why we all have the artistic license to do whatever we want. That's why there's so many different, you know, forms of art. The, you know, impressionist, the abstract, the realism. There's just so many that, and they're all beautiful. They're all beautiful. So, but we all have different tastes. And we all don't like the same thing. That's what makes the world go round. Right? Different strokes for different folks. I'm just going back in. Every time I run out, I'm just going back in, adding in that purple, red, sienna color. Just building and making more. Just making more. Hello, Rick. Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining. And we're down here to the end, about ready to run out of space. I'm going to let some of that background show through there. And there. And I'm purposely letting that brown that I put there on the bottom show through, because I want this to be, I want that bottom to show through that brown. And as is up here at the top, I wanted that to show through. So I should have done it all around the outside edge. That would have been cool. And Joanne says she loves the palette knife paintings. I'm going to try this one. Yes, yes, yes. Try this one. It is fun. The best thing to do if you can, Joanne, is to let the layers dry a little bit. Like do your first layer that I did. Let it dry a little bit. Rather than using the hairdryer, because sometimes the hairdryer puts that film, makes it have that film on top. I was just doing that just to move quickly through it. Yeah, if you have time to let it dry on its own is the best thing to do. Trying to get me a clean place on my palette here to incorporate in some white. So here I'm just taking some white on the back of my palette knife, and I'm popping this white here. I'm leaving that shadow behind come through that I painted on with the blue. So now you can see the method to my madness. Because you were probably thinking, why is she putting that blue on there? Well, because. And then see there, I got into a little bit of the red, but I don't care. I do not care. I'm just touching in some white. Just getting it on the back of my palette knife, and I'm just dragging it across. Just getting that white on there. And I'm not covering it completely because I don't want to. That's a little bit thick. Oops. I don't want it to be that red. I haven't done one like this for a long time. Actually, probably since last year. I think I did do a flag with Henry last year, like this. Haven't painted with Henry for a while. Would you all like to see Henry? Y'all like to watch Henry paint as much as I do? Henry is, for those of you all don't know, Henry's my grandson. And he is a painter. That boy can paint. There is no doubt about it. Almost done with this one, guys. Almost done. I'm loving it. Are y'all loving it? I am. Leave some of your background. Leave some of your background. Do not cover up all of that pretty rustic looking background that you put in there. Let that be. Oh, I'm loving it. Oh my gosh, that is so cool. So cool. All right. And I could have put a little bit more of that rustic brown underneath. I love that. How that, we could have put more of that underneath of the stars. That would have been a great thing to do there. And then you could put even some more blue, some more darker blue. We could have put in here some more of the darker blues. So, just to pop that out a little bit. Just to frame that up. Pretty cool, pretty cool. I think that's awesome. Just something different. You can do some splatter on it if you so choose. You could take your paintbrush and do the splatters. Sometimes it's fun. You could do, you know, put some yellows and some golds and things on there. Oh, I better watch out or I'm going to get it on my lady over there. Don't want to get any splatters on my lady. Watch out, lady. And once again, like I said, the flower lady, I finished her, put her sunflowers and stuff on there and different things and getting her ready to record. I've got 2 of my paintings recorded for the All Access membership and for the Pick Your Painting Club and the online tutorials library. She is one of the new paintings for June coming up, and I just love her. I think she's beautiful, and I think that you would enjoy painting her. It's not a difficult painting. I'm gonna put a little bit of yellow. See what that looks like. I like that. It needs to be a little bit brighter. I put yellow and sienna together. You can barely see it, but it is a nice, it's a nice addition to this palette knife painting. But she's not difficult to paint, just layers of paint, and I think you'll enjoy her. She's fun. She was fun. I love this. I do. I think that would look really cute in with your Memorial Day decorations, and hang it on the wall, or you could set it on a shelf and put some things around it for Memorial Day. I'm not a decorator, so I'm not really good at that. But I think that it would look good. So, and then there's those the little toothbrush little dots that I did. I'll give you a little close-up of those. And that color down there at the bottom. I just love it. Love, love, love it. All right. Well, that's a fun one. I've got paint all over my hands. That's just the one thing about painting with a palette knife. I do get, seems like, more paint on me. Maybe. I don't know. I get more paint on me no matter what I do. So that was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I sure did. Thank you all so much for joining on here with me this evening. Hey, Melissa. Are you too late? You couldn't join until now. Well, you can go back and watch the replay. I have been painting. Oh, thank you so much for the hearts, people. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You can go back and watch the replay. It's a palette knife painting that I did of the flag, and it's very very loose and free. It is not anything that you know, you can just wing it. Just do whatever you want with it. But if you go back and you watch it and you follow along with me, I think that you will have fun with this, enjoy it. And like I said, it's just kind of a rustic, I don't know what you would call it, tattered looking, I'm not sure what you would call it, painting. But it's fun. And that's what it's all about, is having fun. So, you guys enjoy that. Here is the lady, like I said, for the one of the new June paintings. And go back and watch the replay on this if you are interested in painting a flag. So, all right. So, thanks so much for joining me, you guys. Do y'all have any questions before I jump off of here? Melissa says you want to get the palette knives to use. It's on your wish list to buy. Yeah, they're fun. I'm not sure what the measurements are of these. I've had these for a very long time. I did not use the little tiny one. I bought these years and years ago. The things last forever. Some people use the plastic ones. Amy was on here. I don't know if Amy's still on here. She said she's used the plastic ones. Several people have talked about using those. But these are the ones that I use, that I've used here this evening. Let's get a ruler. Oh, you can't see that. The handle, or I can't see that. It's 8.5 inches long total. The whole brush. And the widest part of the metal is nearly 1 inch, which is weird. It doesn't look like that. It's about 3/4 of an inch on the widest part, and then it's 2 and 3/4. So that's 3/4 of an inch there, and 2 3/4 of the blade there long. So and this is just a little tiny one. It's a 1/2 inch at the widest. It's a 1/2 inch wide and 2 inches that way. So there's what I have. I bought them at Michael's, I think, years ago. And I've had them for a really long time. I don't even remember when I bought them. Didn't use them for a long time, though, for anything more than just mixing paint. And I started painting palette knife paintings last year. So, I've been painting with brushes for 22 years. But, palette knife painting just... It looked fun, but I just never did it. I don't know why. And last spring, was it? I started thinking about, what in the world am I going to paint? What can I paint? What can I paint? And I don't know if I saw somebody painting with a palette knife and thought it was something that looked like something that, like on a video or something. I can't even remember. But I just started painting with a palette knife. I watched a couple videos to see what people did, and boom, boom, here I am, painting with a palette knife. I just have fun with it. I basically, what I do is I take the techniques, or take the foundation that I have learned in the painting with a paintbrush, paint your darks and your middle tones and your lights and your accent highlights. I still do that and, work with values and the value system and shadows and, your light source, where it's come from. I still do all that, but I just put the paint on with a palette knife instead of a brush. And you have to manipulate this little tool different ways to get it to do what you want it to do. And if you drag it across, it makes the coolest, thing look on your canvas. You can make straight lines with it. You can just dab, dab, dab with the tip of it on there. Just do different things. You have the plastic, but you'd like to try the metal, Amy? Yeah, I tried the plastic ones. I couldn't do it. I don't know what it was. I think it was because the ends were fat. And I'm used to this, the little tips, the more pointed tips. I couldn't do that with that one. Do you have any particular ones you prefer to use? And like I said, this one is an Artist Loft. My smallest one is an Artist Loft brand. Artist Loft is Michael's. I'm sure Hobby Lobby has them. The only thing I would just, this one's pretty sturdy. It's not moving. It's not going anywhere. Just make sure it has a good connection here, because if this is loose and, a cheap it comes loose, that would bother you when you're painting. So this one's real snug right here. It's real solid. It's Artist Loft. I've had it forever, and it'll last for 100 years. It'll probably last me for the rest of my life. And this one is the same. It's very sturdy. You can tell I've used it more. This one will be sold at auction one day when I'm gone. And be worth a lot of money. No, I'm kidding. Isn't that funny? Oh, it's not funny, but it's funny. Liquitex is this brand. So, but I've used this one a lot. I love this one. That size is my favorite. And that's the measurements. Those are the only two that I have. I have another one, but I don't use it for painting with. I don't know where it's at. What's the best way to send you a picture of your last painting to get your opinion on? Can I do it? Is it allowed? Yes, it is allowed. You're on my text list, right, Melissa? I think you're on my, let me look real quick. Oh, shoot. I'm telling you the truth, guys. My head. Well, holy moly. If I didn't want to find it, it would be right here. But now that I'm looking for it, I can't find. There it is. I added a couple new apps. So, yeah, you're on my text. Yeah, just text me at the text that you received the notifications for the lives, and just send your picture, text it to me of your painting, and I'll take a look at it for you. Be glad to. Yes, that's allowed. I do painting critiques for folks. You send me your picture of your painting, and if it's one that you've painted of mine, I can tell, what you were trying to paint and give you pointers for it. But if you've painted something else, if you could send me the picture of what you're painting and the painting that you painted, that's helpful too. Hey Jude, welcome. Thanks for watching. Did you see the rainy day cityscape that you did with the palette knife? No, I did not. I did not. Did you post it on your page? Because I didn't see it. You all, every Saturday, I'm going to tell you this. You guys are in big trouble. You are too, Amy, in trouble. And I post on Saturdays, every single Saturday. I have a post that says, this is your time to shine. Post your painting below for people to see, for me to see your art, what you're painting. Post it in the comments. Last Saturday, I don't know that maybe Susan, did you post last Saturday? I don't know. Susan Green posts hers in there for me. And most of the time I get a good number of people that post in there. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's right. That's right. But it can be, it's the funnest thing, you guys. I mean, for real. It's inspiring because you get to see other people's art. It's fun to see each other's art. I love it. I love to see other paintings, the paintings that you guys are doing, or the paintings that, you know, whoever's doing. I just love art. I love to see paintings. But it's inspiring because you look at these other paintings and you see what other people are painting, and then you're like, oh, I love that. I would like to paint a bird, or I would like to paint a barn, or I would like to paint, whatever, what did Amy say? A cityscape with a palette knife on a rainy day. Don't copy her art. Don't copy each other's work. You know, definitely don't copyright unless you have permission. Like you have permission to paint this. This one behind me, the flag, and you will have permission to paint that one if you buy it off of my website, the tutorial, or if you're in the Pick Your Painting Club or the All Access membership. But if you're not, that's copyright infringement if you paint that painting right there without my permission. So copyright is not good. So don't do that. But you can post your paintings on there because I'd love to see them, and so would everyone else. It's every Saturday. It's at about 10 o'clock. I post it at 10 o'clock every Saturday. So there. All of y'all. Every single person that's on here. Oh, shoot. It's been a few years ago. I bet it's pretty, Amy. I bet it's pretty. You have seen that, but you're too afraid to let everyone see it. Now that right there is the craziest thing I've ever heard of. I have been painting for 22 years, and I have been posting my paintings on here, and I know in the beginning my paintings were not great. And you have to get past that. You have to get past that. Send it to me first if you're nervous about it, and I'll tell you what you need to fix if there's anything that needs to be fixed. But honestly, the thing that holds people back so often, and it did me for a long, long time, is being afraid. You're afraid of what people will say. You're afraid of what people will think. You're embarrassed because you think that it's not going to look good, or it's not going to look as good as somebody else. But don't compare. What is it they say? There's a saying. Don't compare. Oh, I wish I could remember that saying. Don't compare where you are now to where someone else is now, because they may have been doing it for a lot longer. Like, I've been painting for 22 years. If you've been painting, and I'm not saying this, that you've been painting for 2 years or 2 months or whatever long you've been painting, don't compare where you are now to where I am now. Melissa, if you are at 2 years or 20 or 2 years and I'm at 22 years, you're definitely not going to be on the same page as I am because I've had a lot more experience. Now, some people don't practice as much. But I've painted almost every day of my life for 22 years. I'm not 22 years old. I don't know that I've painted every single day. I haven't. But I've painted a lot of those days. So don't compare where you are now to where someone else is. Don't compare yourself to someone else. And don't let fear hold you back. That was one thing we were talking about, or we weren't talking about. It was a song in church on Sunday, and it just really touched my heart. That fear's a liar. Fear is a liar, and it will keep you from doing a lot of things. And it will keep you from enjoying life. It will keep you from learning things that you want to learn. It will just hold you back. And it's a daggone liar because you're thinking that your painting's not good enough, and it is. We're all at different stages in our painting journey, and your painting is something that you've created, and it's probably beautiful. But if you're nervous about it, you send it to me and I'll critique it for you. I would love it. I would love it. All right. But yeah, don't let it hold you back. Exactly how you feel about it. It's just the devil telling me I'm not good enough. Yes, I shouldn't let it get to me, but it happens. And it does. It held me back for so many years. Fear made me not paint for so long, and I am so mad that I didn't start doing it sooner, because I felt like I couldn't do it. I felt like I couldn't do that. I'm not good enough to do that. How could I paint? I'm not an artist. Artists are the ones that paint. I probably couldn't paint as good as that person or whatever. And that is the craziest thing to think. Don't do it. Don't let it get in your head. Get it out of your head right now. So once I got past the fear and decided that I was going to try it, and it was the slates, and you guys have heard me tell this story before. It was those welcome slates, and I painted them. And I found out I could paint. Yes. And I just practiced like a crazy person and worked really hard at it, and here I am. And you can do the same thing. If you paint and if you learn, find some way of learning the skill, and you get to a certain point, you want to learn more, and you want to challenge yourself. You don't want to paint easy all the time. Paint, learn it, get to a point where it's easy, you challenge yourself. You paint, you learn, it gets easy, you challenge yourself. You keep stepping it up, or you're going to stay here. Okay? So, then once you learn, and you learn all you can, you implement what you learn, and you practice, and you'll get there. You will get there. I promise. So, and I'm here to help. I'll help you however I can. Yeah, any question you have, that's what that text is for. That's what that text is for. So, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Love you guys. Love my painters. You all, take care. Have a great Memorial Day weekend. Be safe. And I'll see you back on here again next week. I'm not sure if I'll go live on Monday since it's Memorial Day. That'll be a busy day for us. But I'll figure something out. I don't know. Right now, I'm going to get upstairs. I'm going to grab me some dinner, and hopefully that's going to make this headache go away. Oh, shoot. Thank you so much. God bless you and take care. And I think there wasn't any more questions, so I closed that out. And, yep. And I'll see you later. All right. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.